Hey girl, how you doing, Samantha? Samantha, did you have your baby yet, or you were not pregnant? Which one? Did you have a baby? Are you pregnant? What's up? Anyway, welcome. Listen, when we get this thing started later on, Samantha, if you still here, I'd like for you to come up and talk a little bit, girl. How you doing, Gonzo? Welcome to Mirrors of Sisterhood and a special guest. Special guest. Hey, D Love. Let me see how these people gonna come in.
What's happening? Let me see. You
Hey,
hear me?
Michelle.
Do you hear me?
He Palmer. I like that. That's
Do
cute.
you hear me? I don't think you hear me.
Please like the live. I'm trying to generate more people in this piece.
Okay, that's cool. I call to find out
You in here, Debbie?
what time.
Do you hear me?
Hey, you in here? You up here?
Do you hear me?
Okay, for sure. Okay, and I have your
Let me see something.
version in your car. So
Hold it. I'm putting my voice up. Oh, I was low. Dang.
Do you hear me?
you
Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Howard
all right.
Do you
and
hear me?
Paul Trust. Yeah, I hear you. I think that
Okay.
was I think that was me, Mason. I had my
No,
please tap the screen. I appreciate it.
all right. Okay. And have a good night. Love you too.
With eyes.
Ooh,
Okay.
look at eyes on you're on time, Lord.
I'm so sorry. Please
Look, you
forgive
on
me.
time. You on time.
Oh, one time. Oh,
Yes, you
that's
are.
that's two in a row.
Exactly. Hey, you like my post? Look, mirrors of sisterhood.
I love it.
Did you like that? That cute?
That is so cute. Wait, how did you do that?
Okay. I ordered. Look at this from Temu. I
Okay.
ordered. I wanted a piece for my living room door. I thought it was
Okay.
something that, just something to cover it up because I think because it's I don't like the door. They
Right.
gave me this big old thing. I said, this is not what I was looking
Eyes.
for.
Hello, Deb.
All right.
So I just kept it and I thought about it and I said, let me pull this thing out and I put it up there and it don't look too bad. And it's great for the topic.
Right, and I could do the outline of that.
Yeah. Mirror,
Yes.
mirror of sisterhood.
Yes. How are you doing, Deb? How was your day?
Mirrors of sisterhood. Hey Nita, user 938005764. Debbie, text guy. I text him. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be here." Okay.
Let me turn on my camera. I don't know if I'm turning on my camera. My phone be acting
I'm
weird.
gonna give him about 5 minutes, and then
Okay.
we're gonna get the yapping. So we're
There
gonna
we go.
okay. I'm gonna start off with eyes because she last time she wanted to say something, she didn't get a chance. Then we go to Debbie, and then we go to
Yeah,
Guy.
did you text him to come on?
Oh, you look nice, dear. What's
I
going on?
do?
What's all this here?
Wait. I just
What's all
came
this
in from
here?
wait, I just came in from work.
All right.
Oh, you went to work like girl, like you went on a
No,
date.
not like this. No.
Hey, Lizzie, like you on a date. I manifest.
I freaking wish.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
This my house clothes.
All right. Hey, Leo.
Did you try Guy? Or should I?
Yeah,
Or like,
yeah. Tell him come on.
okay, hold
Before
on.
we get started, I want him to jump in and be in the middle of the conversation. Hey, Nene.
Hey, Nene.
Got a Leo in here.
Oh, I'm a Leo. I love Leos.
His name is Leo. I don't know you're Leo or
Oh,
not. Please tap the screen. I need all the likes I can get. Thank you. I need put my little channel mirrors of
yes.
sisterhood on the
Please
map
tap the screen. Give it some heart.
From TikTok, if you don't mind.
Congratulations to Cali girl.
I don't know. This some okay.
Oh, you said you wanted to start it off with me.
We're gonna start it off with you.
Congratulations to Cali girl for what?
No, that's just something that was up there. That bit.
Okay.
I just moved it.
Okay.
Okay.
Good evening.
I wanted to
Welcome
talk
to our
about
channel every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, there you go.
What's up, guy?
He lucky he's a co-host.
Oh, guys in
Yup.
here. What's up? Where you at, bro?
He's right there.
Hello,
Hey,
my
what's going
brother.
on? How's everybody?
How you do?
I'm good.
So from last week, we're gonna start off with Oz, then Debbie, and then you.
All right. So last time I wanted to talk about Trump. Well, Trump
Trump,
and
Trump,
um
Trump.
Trump.
Oh Lord have
Well,
mercy.
remember, I'm a Trump supporter, right?
You
So,
what?
yes.
I need to kick your ass off my damn.
So, he kind
What?
of disappointing me a little bit now.
He disappointed
So,
me.
I
He
wonder
disappointed from
why.
day one because he lied from day one. He
he,
lied.
he's
He
starting
lied.
to pick
He
me
lied
up a
for your
little bit.
votes. He lied for your votes, and he got
Yes,
them. And now he giving you all his white ass a kiss. Hello.
right. So, now he's like, he's support. Okay, I understand what he's trying to do, right? I understand the goal of it.
What are you
But
trying to do? Tell
now
me.
he's trying to save all the people from, if it's Africa, if I'm not mistaken of where they get coming from, all the white Caucasian Africans, right?
Afrikaners, yeah. The European
That's what he
Afrikaners.
He
said.
trying to what?
He's trying to. He says genocide to all the white
But
folks that lives in
they're all supposed to
Africa.
be racist. So you agree with that? Are you
I don't.
kidding me?
I believe in forgiveness,
Goodbye. I'm tired of
and
her.
people can
Next.
change.
Let me
Like,
continue this here. Let me try to deal with this. Go ahead.
right, right. So he's supposed to be trying to save all the white Africans from Africa, right? So he said it's genocide on them. So he had,
Well, they
and
did that to them to all of them black Africans. Did
that's what everybody's saying.
you need to check your history before you go on, because
Right,
was dealing with Mandela and all that time during that time how they was treating them people. Girl, you better go back.
right.
You on the wrong conversation.
That's how she feel.
I know that's how I
So,
feel. I will let them go, but I'm showing them letting them have at the same time.
so, so I'm kind of upset because he's making it seem like all the white people over there in Africa is getting killed and targeted, and there's people after them saying like, "We're gonna kill." Oh, let me watch my words. Sorry, we are on TikTok. Allegedly, they're
Say
saying like
unalive. It's unalive.
unalive. They're targeting certain cultures over there, and that's the culture of the palm of my hand, right?
I don't believe
And
it.
I kind of don't listen. I kind of not like it because he tried to say all the Caucasian farmers are passing away, and I'm like, no. He trying to make it seem like they targeting but them only. But all right, pause. Who cares? Not who cares, but save your own country before you jump into another country. You get what I'm saying? I don't agree with that
Well, allegedly,
because
I don't think he.
there's farmers, African American farmers over here that's trying to start a farm, and you have Caucasians burning a farm up, burning a business. They've been doing this for a very long time. When African American people been trying to move up and become something, and they burnt it down. So try to save here before you try to go to another country and say, I'm going to save all the Caucasians because it's a genocide towards them. It's a genocide towards our melanin, period.
Well, you also he shipped out everybody with whoever was you know he so what it looked like he got rid of all the Spanish and the
Right?
Africans and all that, and
Yep.
so he bringing in these other people.
Right. This is and that's what got me crazy. Like that got me thinking like you trying to stop immigration from coming over here illegally or however, right? But here you go saving Caucasians from another country that they was born and raised at. Because you said it was a so-called genocide, but what is the Mexicans is running from? They running from genocide. What is the Africans is running from? They running from genocide of their belief. Some of them believe in Jesus Christ, Christians, and they're unaliving because they believe in Jesus Christ or they Christians and they running over here. But you said you trying to stop immigration, but yet you are allowing the Caucasian immigrations to come over here. So one man said he was down with it. He said, "Oh, I'm going to support it because they trying to unalive all the Caucasians over there." And it was another a Caucasian man. Then he took it back and he said, I brought them over here. I supported them. I gave them money. He said all they did was sit back and smoke cigarettes and took up room.
Yeah, they're supposed to be down there where Elon Musk. He have a little area down there in Texas.
Right,
That's where they all hanging out.
right.
So sister, let me
This is the
say
guy
this.
you support though.
Huh?
I said this is the guy she support though.
Yes,
This is he like.
yes.
Exactly. He supporting who he like. Hey, boss lady. He supporting who he like.
Hello,
And
boss lady.
I said I.
Yeah,
Oh, but she can support all who she like. That's her business. But I'm still gonna talk about her. I'm still gonna talk about her.
I ain't got nothing to
right,
say about that part of the conversation. I don't get into too much political stuff because
right.
they just work my nerves. It is what it is. Ain't nothing that we can change. All we can do is just
Yep,
pray on it, and let God do the rest. That's the way I feel about it.
right. Yep,
Well, I like him. He's been
Well,
crazy as hell for a
and
while.
also, like
He's like a big
people
kid
need to
in the
people need
school.
to stop. People also need to stop supporting what he do too. That's how I look.
right. They need to check him. Let's just check him. Like, wait, up, what you doing?
But we check. I'm about to check you.
Mm-mm. Okay.
See. Let me tell you something. I am. The thing is, like, I'm not racist against nobody. I only
Right.
against those.
Yep. Yep.
I'm against those who are against me.
Right.
But
That
what do you,
that's
what do you,
that's
but what do
me.
you, but yeah, but what do you, what does racist means to you? What does racism means to you?
What it mean to me?
Because
Okay.
I don't think a lot of black folks know what racism is.
Right.
Okay. What it mean to me? Like you try to take like my power. You understand?
What
Yep.
power you have?
It's about
What?
me.
Yeah,
Anything
but what
about
power?
me.
What power? When you say power, what power do you have?
Okay, my power is me like just being black, minding my business, walking down the block. You understand? Like just because you don't like who I am because of the color of my skin is like crazy to me. You
Right.
understand? If I'm going to like look like certain stores or something like black things you can't go get because why? Because
Right.
they don't want them in their stores no more.
My thing
So
with
you,
racism is stereotyping.
Right.
Just
Big on
because
that
I'm
one.
black is not that you project me as being this way and that way, and you don't even know me because of my skin color.
Exactly.
So, I think we're just like we're at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes down to being fair to us.
But that,
We
that
don't
sounds
support
like don't
me.
that, I think that sounds more like prejudice. I don't think that's racism.
Well, racism is
Well, racism to me,
being judgmental of because of my color.
racism to me
All black people,
is
sorry to say, all black people don't like watermelon, and all black people don't eat chicken.
right.
And you know what? This is what put on. They say black people can't be racist.
Yes, we can. I know I am.
I know I might can be. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I
mean,
might not be intentionally racist, but I can accidentally be racist.
Do you believe that, guy?
uh, can black folks be racist? No, and
Black people,
I'm gonna
they
tell
say
you
they
why.
can't.
Well, no,
I'm
you're
gonna tell
right.
no. I'm gonna
You're
tell you
right.
why. I'm gonna tell you why we can't be racist because
Mhm.
number one, we don't control nobody and we don't have the power to do it. So because it's all about control and power. So when you study the YT, I'm gonna use that because I think that's too
Right.
tough. So when you study their racism, what they do is they pass laws against you.
Right.
That's the reason why you have Jim Crow laws and the redlining and all that stuff. And that's to keep you. That would deprive you from resources, and they would use your race to deprive you from these things, to control you. Segregation. That's all
Right.
it is. It's not prejudice because you could be prejudiced to dogs and cats. I know people say I don't like cats, but even cats didn't do nothing to you, but
Right.
they don't like them. But when you say when racism, I know a lot of white tea people. They're very nice.
Yet some.
Right. Some.
They're very
Not
nice,
all
but
like
they but
right.
that's not but they still do believe in control, empowering you, overpowering you. They'll tell you, look, I still pledge allegiance to the flag, but we already know that Francis Key, who wrote the national anthem, was he did not like black folks. He actually
Exactly.
talked. He was for slavery.
Mm-hmm. That
But
was crazy
YT
when I
people
read
would
about it.
still say, "Hey, that's our flag." So that is a form of you know that is a form of racism. They still believe in controlling and power and overpowering you.
Right.
And they could be nice YT people.
Hmm.
Right.
So
Okay.
even when you talk about Trump, you like Trump, but look what he's doing. He's not protecting, black folks over there that's probably being that's still being impoverished and still being, um,
Exactly.
Well,
you
no,
know,
let me say this. When you speak about Trump, right?
and
I
Trump admitted being racist. By the way, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I believe in one, I believe in change. I believe in getting smart. I believe in getting educated. When a person get educated, they might change their ways. I believe in tradition. When you are in a culture that teaches you about something and they want you to pass it down, they keep telling the story over and over, no matter what you believe in. I believe in that he was traditioned to believe a certain way about a culture until he got educated and realized, it's not that way because Trump did do a lot of bad and he also did a lot of good within our culture. And me being as a mother, single mom, struggling poor on a lot of programs, since he became president, I was able to get off a program. I was able to save. I was able to start a business. I was able to see a brighter light when Democrats were sitting in the seat. Now, when he sat in the seat, even though there was Democrats in the seat, when he became president, I was able to get a bank account and save. I was able to start a business. When he sat in the seat, I knew it was time to wake up and say, get my ass off the seat and start doing what I need to do. Because this man might, you know, drag us down or do more harm than good. And when I started listening more into him, it was more like, listen, I'm about to give you something and you better take it and run and do what you need to do because it's not going to last too long. I was able to, he gave me several checks to where it started my business. I was able, with de Blasio, able to start to let my kid go to child care for free. Even though, again, there was Democrats in the seat when a Democrat was a president and it was Democrats or Republicans in the seat. He was the first president to not make sure, but the poor felt like there was a way. One, he allowed us to extend our unemployment, even though some people abuse the situation. But he
Who
allowed
we talk about? We talk about Trump.
We talking about Trump. This is all in the Trump seat.
I beg to differ for the simple fact.
I beg the difference
You
too.
know,
Go ahead.
I like to say, when you got a drive in you, no matter who's in the seat doing what,
Right.
when you got a higher power that you believe in more than man,
I
there is
agree.
nothing that you cannot do.
I agree.
So I don't see where Trump did all the saying and all that
Or
did.
you.
Because that drive, to me, that drive should have been in you. That drive
Yeah.
should have been you to get that business started. That drive should have
Yeah.
been with you to get out there and find what other resources you can get to get the challenge.
I was thinking the same
Case
thing.
may be. You know, it don't take him to all of a sudden to get up there and he's doing this and he's doing that. He ain't doing nothing. That drive should
Because
be in you. Period.
and let me add on that because the thing is, it's kind of like you make it seem like he's like your YT savior when you say these things.
No, God is my savior.
You know what I'm
That's what you
saying?
giving,
That's what
darling.
it sounded
God
like.
is
You know what
my
I'm saying? So
savior.
it's
That's what
kind
you
of like
giving.
it's
That's
kind of
what
I'm
you
looking
Wait a
at
minute,
like
but
wait a
they
minute.
didn't give us money. Then you with he didn't give us no. Well, I got kids.
$2,000.
I didn't get $2,000.
What was it? I don't know what it was.
I got
The
about
stimulus,
Yeah, it's still-
$6,000.
I don't
Oh.
care what. And that $6,000 is costing us right today. It's
Yeah.
costing us
Well,
in
my
car insurance. It's
$6,000.
costing us in taxes. Trust me, he ain't give us nothing. He's
Yeah.
taking
Well,
it back. And he's
well,
taking it back. And who is hurt? The poor
Exactly.
or the
I
middle
agree.
class. So
well,
I prefer for prices
I
to
look.
go. You know what? I'll give him some credit when gas prices go down. When he make
Right.
food prices go down.
And he freed.
When
He
he make
freed.
the housing prices go down. Then he might be saying something. Right about now, he ain't saying jack bone for me.
Still ain't.
Well, I know me being in a predicament I am. From then until now, I seen some change. I wasn't $6,000 wasn't able to get in my hand freely until I got them checks, and I got 3 of those checks.
See, you okay? To me, like maybe if everything was fair, maybe somebody else probably do something with
Right.
that money. But when people have children, they won't benefit. I guess.
Right,
more than a
that's
single person
right.
do.
I benefited because I had kids.
That's what I'm saying. $6,000 right now.
For people that benefited from that there was no shade, super low income. People that
Right.
working and ain't had no job. Where we that work hard all the time, we ain't benefit from that.
I know
Yeah, I
I
didn't
did.
That's what
benefit
y'all
from
got
that.
for free.
I
Yeah,
did.
that was my tax money. That's my tax.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
so
Well, that's
what-
6,000. So
what
you
you
owe me
saying sounds good
$6,000.
for you.
Wait.
That's right.
It wasn't
I
good
want
for
my,
us.
I want my
Wait.
change.
But that came, cause let the truth be
No,
known,
wait.
that came out of our daggone pocket.
But
And it
guess
still
what?
is.
Aren't you supposed to help the
Certain amount of
poor?
dollars.
But aren't you supposed to help
Well,
the poor?
I didn't agree to that.
Not me.
Wait.
Not me.
Wait. You're supposed to give to the poor, man. And I used just $6,000 and I made a business out of it.
You ain't even buy me a cold soda out of it. How about that?
Exactly. You didn't say thank you.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad.
I want my thou wow. I want my thou wow. Where's that? You ain't got a dime right about now. Girl, bye.
What they took it back though. They took it and spread it somewhere
Uh,
else.
That's the best. Anyway, I want to talk about pretty much when it could be black men, black women that
Right.
say the white man is always keeping me down.
Mm.
mhm.
You know, I feel ain't nobody keeping nobody down.
Mm-hmm.
It's all within you. If you want to sit back and you depend on the system and this, that, and the other, the system, then you'll never get nowhere.
Right.
You got to
Right.
empower and encourage yourself. So I get tired of people saying, well, you know, I can't, and this, that, and the other, and this going on and that going on. That's just excuses to me.
The man
Yep.
me down. Man,
I agree.
that been said like so many years ago. You heard that like the 70s, especially the 70s. The man keep me in place, whatever. But back in the 70s, the man was keeping
So
me.
you still hear, you kind of still hear it somewhat now with more of the younger people. Oh, I can't get this, I can't get that. So they living with, this woman got 5 or 6 kids on welfare, he in there playing the PS4, whatever the case may be.
Right.
He either going to work or providing for him. And he's sitting there and ain't doing nothing because
Well, why she got him in there?
it's hard out there for us dudes, and it's always that excuse.
Shoot. Why that woman got that boy in her house?
Some of them are men. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Old main
I think
boy, you got some big old men sitting right there on the couch, living off
Right.
of.
Well, talking about the man keep me down.
Yeah, it's hard to do the shit.
I
It's hard to
think
find the shit.
I agree with that because now we in the age where they can't keep us down. It's all in the mindset and it's all about a go getter. It's all about where your mind is at. I where I'm at, nobody's gonna stop me. I don't care who you are, is not gonna stop me to do what I need to do and what I have to do. I don't believe the white man is stopping me. And I believe that every time someone says that, how is he stopping you? Because at the end of the day, you're living today. Unless you try to live in his world, that's the only way I believe that the other race or certain Caucasians is trying to stop you.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
What's your take on it, guy?
um, I think I do believe that there are institutional racism. I think that's. I mean, I believe. I mean, I don't believe. I know it still exists.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can look at the school systems. You can look at like politics. How we still being treated. Um, we can look at it in different areas. We haven't. We still struggling. I mean, in so many ways. Some people, some black folks will flourish a little than others. But like I said, I just think that if you're determined, some of us are determined to make it, and some of us are not. We do got lazy black folks
Right.
that want to blame. They want to blame. They don't want to do anything to try to make something out of themselves. Like I said, I went to college. You know, I doing the best I can to try to keep me and my family flourishing.
Right.
Um, and I was taught, and like I said, it depends, and I just think it depends on
Some
how
lads.
you make the system work for you, some sort of way.
Right. I
Um,
I agree.
take advantage, whatever little opportunity it is, just take advantage of it. But we already know the system is against us, no matter how you look at it.
That's why you have to be
It's not for us.
yourself.
It was never,
It's built
it was
to,
never made for us.
right. It's built to it's not built for us. Not at all.
Mm-mm.
But do you think that all right, the education, I believe that the education would be better if we participate more in the education and fight more. But because I believe if we not fighting more, that's why it's not being heard.
Oh,
As in,
the deal is a lot of parents don't go to PTA no more. That's what they
right,
and
and
PTA is very important.
right. Thank you.
The schools these days, I think people these days they make schools like their daycare center. And one thing I'm just learning too is I remember getting left back in high school. They don't leave you back in high school no more. No matter,
Yeah.
they push you right on through.
It's
Hmm.
called "Don't Leave No Leave Child Behind." If I'm saying it right,
Some of them need to
no
be left
child
behind.
behind.
Well, that's crazy. So
Yeah.
so you
Your
can
dumb, your
so
child
you
come out
only
of there
can just
dumb as
go
a block of
graduate.
rock.
That's crazy. That don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
But the
But
thing
that's
is,
on the
but
parents.
the child don't want to learn. If a child don't want to learn, what can you do?
Exactly.
But they
That's
will
all
learn
on them.
once
They
they
have
get
to do
out there
their
in the
part.
streets, though.
You can push and push, but it's up to them to do the work.
But I
Exactly.
think that was mainly built for the black community because you had a lot of children being left back. And I think that was more to give black kids an opportunity, even though it was a disadvantage because you pushing kids ahead that did not really learn. But it was more to support the black community because a lot of black kids wasn't graduating because the education is lacking.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I believe it was like really built.
Yeah, I think it's more to it than that. I just think that the reason why like a lot of urban black schools are not doing well is because number one, the lack of history. Because when
Yes.
I was growing up, it was a lot of European stuff, and even when you go to Africa, they going through it too. Because when they get colonized over there, they will tell they will corrupt the leaders over there, and they say, look, we will make you rich, but we want to implement our history or whatever. So that's how the brainwashing start. Because how you going to be a strong black woman, black man, if, and you don't know nothing about your history, you don't know about your culture.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
it took a Haitian brother when I was in high school. The first time I learned about my history, it was a Haitian brother that told me that about my history, where the first paper came from, how black people used to clean their teeth and all that stuff, and I was so amazed. You know what I'm saying? So he told me, he said they're not going to teach you that. And like I said, when you look at like Haiti and Jamaica, those are revolution countries. They fought against the French. Tell you that's how Nat Turner learned about the Haitian Revolution. So
Mm-hmm.
so they're not going to teach us Nat Turner, and they're not going to teach us Nat Turner
Right. They're not going
history
to
also.
teach you the
But
ones
they'll
that
teach you
taught.
George Washington, and he was a murderer.
Exactly.
I
Because
mean,
But
I
this
don't
is
want to use that
why,
word, but yeah,
when I was
this
but
is
going
you
to
know,
why,
when I was going to public school, right? I didn't know nothing about no black history. Only Martin
okay.
Luther King later on. You understand? And when I got okay, when this guy used to date, he used to go to college, right? And he just pulled out all these black history books. I was
mhm.
like, this is about at least about 20 years or something like that. I was just like so amazed. And I just got into it. And then that's how I picked up a lot about what's going on with our history. Because a lot of things too, like you say, like Africans, like some Africans, like they be saying like a lot of black people, they don't know, they don't know their history.
Hmm.
Right.
You understand? I know my history. You understand? I like in other words, like they don't like roots, like you don't know where your family comes from. I know where my
Hmm.
Right.
family comes from.
Right.
Right.
Because I know my grandfather, mother was a slave. And I've
Hmm.
been trying to look
Mm.
for this here stuff for the longest, and I can't find nothing. I need to get up
Did
some
you try
money.
the ancestry, like the DNA? Like my niece, she's
I,
like very, very light and curly hair. She found out she was like German and Irish, and
mhm.
that's my sister baby, and that's my grandmother's daughter. So I noticed she found out her history, and I believe that her background and her DNA is way different from mine. Did you try to do the DNA situation and the tracing of the
I did very little, but I want to do that DNA thing. You know that thing costs like $800.
I
Yeah.
did
Oh,
mine.
that's a lot of daggone
You
money.
did yours?
Yeah, I did mine on
Forget
my mother's side and my father's side. So my mother's side is from San Leon, because they both, because remember this, we most of the slave trade came from West Africa. So
Okay.
we technically we West African people. We should know that.
I can
Mhm.
put that
So
in.
and then so my mother's side is from Sierra Leone and my father's side from Angola.
Oh wow.
Okay, that's
So
all right. That's all right.
yeah, so at least I know that I did the African ancestry, and they really pinpoint exactly where you come from, and they would tell you
Right.
if you have other ancestry, like you might have you. They would tell you have German or you do. They would tell you that,
Right.
but I don't have anything European in me,
All
Right.
right.
and they will give you a certificate after that.
All right. How much you paid? I see like now it's like $800 like
Well,
that.
it depends. It depends. They have good deals. Like I did it on Black History Month, so they chop it down.
Oh,
I think I paid
perfect.
$250 for both.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now Debbie, you finished? Because
Um,
Guy
Yeah.
is
yeah,
next.
God, yeah, that guy. You want to talk about anything?
Um. Okay.
God, you are interested. You got the good topics. Come on.
I like
This
to.
I
I
want
just.
to ask you, what is Pan African?
Good question. Pan African means African of abroad. That's all it is. So
African of
I'm an
abroad?
African. I'm an African of abroad. Abroad. You know what abroad is?
You
No.
wasn't born in
That means you're
Bronze or abroad?
abroad,
Like you're
abroad,
from
abroad. Like
sea.
you going to abroad. That means you're away. That means you're away.
right.
You
Oh.
so
Okay.
so I'm an African man of abroad. Like I'm not in Africa, but I know my ancestors come from there. I know I'm from there.
Right.
So that's what it is. So I'm Pan African. Like you got Pan Asians, you got Pan Europeans. So
So that means like you from the motherland, but because you are in
I'm
Moved
away.
America,
I'm
away.
away
you
from the
are from the
continent.
motherland.
Now
I'm away from the
he been
continent.
taken away from
There you
Yes,
go.
his
I
because
think
we
ancestors.
I think
yes.
we got some Indian in us. I don't know why, but I think
Yeah,
we do.
I know I'm Indian because I saw my my grandmother's mother. She had her tribal war gear inside of a picture, so I know I'm Indian, but I'm not sure what tribe.
Hmm.
And then,
But you did you know about the five Indian tribes that enslaved and Africans as well? You know that, right?
no, say that again.
The five Indian tribes that helped enslave the Africans.
No. Mm.
Yes. So one of them is Cherokee because I know a lot of black people is like I'm
Right.
Cherokee. That was one of
I don't
the
know about. I can't even say
yeah.
that.
That was one
Uh,
of them.
that's one of them. You have there was another one called I forgot the name of them. You can look it up. But I know one of them is Cherokee,
Right.
and they the one who enslaved the Africans with the Europeans because the Europeans wanted land, so they'd be like, well, I got this perfect, enslaved African, and that's how they made the deals like that.
Right.
So when you have a lot of Africans did they went and when after the Native Indians after they got wiped out, black folks decided to occupy the land. But at that time, they just said, okay, we're I guess they're just adopted the name being Cherokee or whatever the case is.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me ask you another thing, Guy. How
hmm
do you feel about some Africans, not all Africans, but anyway, I think it's more the older Africans. They feel that we're not. They feel the same way how European whites feel, like
So
we're
we're
not
not part of the culture.
people.
So we
That's a good. I think that's a good question. I think that they talk about the mindset. I think they talking about the mindset because a lot of us got so. Because if you really look at the video where
Catherine, move over so I could screenshot so I could get this. Move over a little bit. I want to screenshot. Go ahead, finish talking. I'm sorry, guys.
yeah, if you
I
listen to
got it. Come back.
if you listen to Charles Manson,
hmm
you know that you know who Charles Manson is, right?
The
Yeah.
murderer.
Yes.
Yeah. He mentions that. He says that he said you took the black man and black woman out the jungle and you turn it into you turned them into who you want them to be. And they said they act just like you. So he's talking to another YT guy and he's explaining this. So when Africans when they not all of us, but some of us when they come across, you know, uh, to the American I would say the American Africans, they will come across someone who think like Europeans. So
Exactly.
that's what they say is, well, you're not me. I don't. It's not like because we was born here. I don't think they're talking about. They're not talking about that. They're just saying you because you think like you think like a European. So we not the same.
Let me say this.
That's deep.
The video I've been watching, this young guy, he was saying about how some African mothers like they tell their children, I don't want you messing with them people, which is us like black Americans. They don't want they don't want their children going to our schools and stuff like things like that there.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you why that happens too. A lot of the times, like you got African people that come to the United States, and before they don't send. They don't send. It, here's the thing: is the thing is there's a trick to this. What the Europeans do, they're not going to send the revolutionary Africans. They're not going to send them. They're going to send the ones that wants to be part of the European culture, right? So what they do is they show them movies, right?
Mm.
Right.
Like Boys in the Hood, all the hood movies, and say, look, those are the black folks you stay away from. And
Right.
they think all of us are like that.
Exactly.
But
That's so annoying.
but you know what? But you know what? They do the same thing over here. When you look at movies like I don't know, like when they talk about the warlords, like the war, like Blood Diamond,
Right.
and then you see Africans chopping off baby hands and all that stuff, and they show that, and you be like, oh, they show the commercials with the African people with flies on their face. How many black people say, "Oh, I don't want to go there. I'm not African. I don't want to. I don't want to be associated with that."
Right.
You have black people over here do the same. So these are the games that they play.
Right.
The Europeans are doing this. So when we come
That's true.
and we come across each other, we're not going to be around each other. And I don't think that. I think it's a trick. And this is the power of the media.
Exactly. You're exactly right because I also was listening to someone and the Asian guy was telling this black guy like how how his parents told him about don't be around black people this and that and so he said where do you get that from? They said they got it from Caucasian guy told them like they all bad people and stuff like that there. That is so horrible.
And that's where they don't want us to unite.
Exactly.
They don't want us to. They don't want us to unite now because Africa is the richest continent of the world. You imagine if we get those hands on those diamonds or whatever, we'd be unstoppable.
But first you gotta get rid of that person Bear because he took over all of that there.
Right.
Because all them diamonds do belong to the African country.
Yep.
No, they just took all that. They just took once they see that like that was it for that.
Yeah, it's corrupt, but but like I said, it's corrupt
There's probably
government.
nothing in there now. And them mines, they probably raked them all out.
Oh no, Africa is unlimited. It's
Yeah,
unlimited.
that's why they stay there. That's why
But why do you think
uranium and all that is in there.
right? Why do you think we still stay having computers and all that stuff? All that the
Yep.
chip, all that what makes the TV works and all that the minerals and all that come from there.
Yeah.
So it's unlimited.
And they land is filled with that.
It's
They
exactly. What do you call that? Coltan? I forgot. Coltan or something like that. I forgot the name of it.
no, you talking about the
mineral
metal that they digging up from the ground and giving it in.
Right, but I'm just talking about the mineral that they put in for the electronics.
I forgot the name. We talking about the same thing, but I forgot the name. I thought it was Armenian.
Let me tell you. Let me ask you something else. What do you think
Sorry, I'm
about?
pronouncing it wrong.
What do you
I'm
think
sorry.
about these agents taking over these Caribbean islands? I mean, they are in there deep,
What you mean Asians? Like what you mean? Oh, the Asians.
right? I mean, like I be looking
I
at
heard them kick. I heard they was kicking them out of their land.
they deep in what's that? Jamaica.
Oh yeah, Jamaica. Yeah, they
Yeah.
they in Africa too.
Yeah, I know they're in Africa too. And the thing is, what's so bad is how they be trying to treat them people's horrible.
Yeah,
I don't. That's crazy. Like you come to my country, you act like that. That's crazy.
because they
Right.
figure they bringing in something that they don't have, into a
They
fair
bringing in
community.
this. Let me share it.
They the one that benefiting from it.
Yeah, but yeah, but the thing is, they. Here's the thing. Here's the thing I tell black folks. Right, we have no friends but each other. You know what I'm saying? So if you see, but you see another black man, black woman from another continent or from the islands or whatever, we just supposed to unite with them. Because at the end of the day, it's like they going through the same situation from the same race of people.
Exactly. But they talk against our culture. That
Because
like
they say we not real Africans. We are Americanized. And they say
well,
if you go back to Africa and you try to join with them, they say no, you're not. If you
right.
they go by bloodline. If
Hmm.
you're not bloodline by this tribe, you're not from here. So
Right.
they say we lost Africans because we are taken from that land and our bloodline is no longer their bloodline. But at the end of the day, we are the lost children. We trying to come home. They will not accept us.
I follow this lady, like she moved to Africa and she doing okay there now because like she learning whatnot. But she said she had the hardest time over there with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But they
Like
didn't accept
they
us because
oh,
we were too Americanized. That's what it was.
Yeah,
no
so yeah, yeah.
that and also like they always like the prices they she coming in the prices go up they be like
Oh, I know who you
Yeah,
talking
because she was too
about.
Americanized. They figured she probably got money and she's not really part of that
Yep.
culture.
I
Well,
follow her
I know
too.
Ghana is expensive. They because a lot of Americans, a lot of Americans are going over there. So I know Ghana is getting expensive. I heard. I don't think it's all throughout Africa, but I know Ghana is one of them because Ghana's
I think Kenya expensive too.
probably Kenya. I don't know about Nigeria, but
I think
I think it's
Nigeria expensive
expensive
too.
because we're
Because
going
you
over
see
there, not
Nigeria,
because
I only see it from TV. They like the city part beautiful, honey. When I
right.
go to
hmm
Africa, I gotta live there.
right.
But I'm
Mm.
hearing now that there a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of things where a lot of Americans could go to the islands and buy land and home.
Yeah, you
And
gotta be careful with
not
that.
saying it's
Yeah,
hard to.
you gotta be careful with that because it's a guy that we know. He did that and he got beat out his $5,000.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
So
wow!
you can't believe all that, honey.
Right.
Mm-mm.
You gotta take
No,
care,
I agree with
take
you.
care of business yourself.
You
So
gotta find somebody that you really trust. You gotta really go through like an agency or something like that that's
Yes.
trusted. You
Right.
just can't like, oh, this guy here, he'll help you. No. None of
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that.
you gotta go. It's best to go through an agency. Yeah.
Exactly.
We got 15 more minutes. Who's up next? We done took
It's
guys.
still God. I was jumping in because I had some questions to ask.
No,
No,
I'm
but
just.
wait a
Continue,
minute.
God.
Wait a minute, Kat. You had a conversation.
Oh, that one? Okay. What I was going to talk about is
Wait a minute, do God have anything he want to talk about first?
right. You
No,
finished
no, no.
that?
I'm good. I'm just feeding off of what other people are
Okay.
doing. I'm just feeding it off right now.
All right.
Okay, like I was going to talk about you heard about the I seen the video. The KKK came to Cobb County in Atlanta.
Hmm.
These two guys and they got unalive. Now my thing is like they talking about what they was talking about. They were talking like who something like that. Somebody just sent them in there,
Right.
just to send them in there, just to see the reaction and whatnot. And you don't hear nothing about it. I haven't tried to Google it up and everything. You don't hear nothing. They don't talk about
Yep.
it. They don't talk about that.
Can't start a race war.
I don't think it started a race war. That's not going to start a race war. My opinion is they don't want nobody to know that happened to them.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Oz, you was had a whole
Oh
video.
yeah, I do have one thing I want to say.
Okay.
What do y'all feel about the father who unalived the cop who killed his son? I mean, who unalived his son?
Oh man.
Wait. Say it again.
The father who unalived the cop who unalived his son.
You didn't see that?
All right. A cop unalived somebody's child, and the child of that father unalived the same cop that unalived his child.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
He was in a courtroom. He's like, he's looking at the cops. He's looking at the cop's face. Like, I love that. I love that.
I'm gonna say my opinion.
Like,
My
what you?
Now listen now.
Okay, go ahead.
They said he wasn't the driver.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was a woman, an older woman was a driver, and then when the car hit the other car, she got out. She was just all shocked and whatnot. Something happened to her. But anyway, they said that woman passed away. They said they had no videotape of nothing of that event
Because it's
or
just
over. Now that would make it that would make it sound crazy. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So he pleaded. You see, they gave him $1 million bond,
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
and he
Wow.
pleaded not guilty. I know that's right.
right. I would have too. Insanity.
So
I snapped.
so what do you think about it, guy?
Nah, I think more fathers should do that. I think more fathers should, if someone unalive your child. I mean, I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame him. He said that
It was uncalled for.
he said the cop was. I don't know if he was off duty. He caught him like that. I don't know, but that's very rare to hear something like that, where fathers, can't imagine,
Well, he loved his son, honey.
yeah, instead of just doing what everybody else doing,
If he did that, allegedly, because I heard the car he was in.
Oh,
It
okay.
was a lot of things. They said he didn't drive. It's so much
I don't
behind.
know the story. What was the take? The young boy got into an accident with somebody else?
No.
No, something happened between the young boy where a cop did something to the young boy,
The
right?
cop unalived them.
Right.
The cop unallowed the young
What?
So
boy.
the farmer went to
He
the
retaliated on another cop that had nothing to do with the case.
No, he wasn't one.
Yeah, he was the one.
He wasn't one. The farmer went to the precinct, whatever, and they showed him the video of what happened. And they said he was so upset. They said he was numb, and said, somebody said he said I can't. They said that he said he can't drive, or they didn't want him to drive. Somebody else drove him. So it's a lot going. It's a lot going on. It's a big story. But
Yeah.
see, the thing is, if you ain't on it the first time you see, you don't hear nothing, right? You notice how quiet it is? Why it's so quiet? Why it's so quiet?
Are we talking about the guy that ran over another cop when he was? If we talking about he drove his car into a cop, is that the same one?
Right, same one, yeah. It is so quiet. That is crazy.
Well, you got to think about your own child. If, you don't know how you feel until you put in that type of position.
That's right.
I would never want to be.
Right.
But as a parent, you're going to go hard for yours. You're going to snap.
Water.
Somebody touch your child or something like that, you're going to snap for a minute.
Yeah, I ain't
You're
gonna
gonna snap for
lie.
a long
Somebody
time.
do something to my child,
You're going to snap for a long
I'm
time.
snap.
Exactly.
Yep.
I don't know how these parents they take these hush money and they go about their business. You don't hear about these families.
Nah.
They
Exactly.
take the hush money and because they signed this contract saying okay.
I done
you-
took that hush money and played a hit killer.
Right.
The hush money would went to your death. Oh, excuse me. I don't even say that on the slide.
I mean, you hear about Tamir Rice and all these young kids getting unalived by these police, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
they take the family take the hush money. You don't hear from them no more. It's like that's not cool.
Exactly.
Not with that.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Not me either. Even with the young boy with the that died with the hoodie, I forgot his name. What's his
Trayvon.
Trayvon. His mother took hush money. Even when they was out there in the street.
She
and
did?
they was
She took money?
protesting against his- Yes, she
Yeah,
did.
she did.
She even told them to stop the riots and the chaos, and they was doing that for her son. And I said, they trying to protest against your son, like how unfair it is. And that's how you know she took the hush money. Like,
Okay, now I'm just throwing this in the air. Maybe she feel like there's nothing she can do now, so she said, "Let me take this damn money and get the hell out of this town." What do you think?
I don't know.
Why leave the town that you remember your son at?
Why I want to leave? Why I would stay in the town where they unalive my child at? Uh-uh.
I'm gonna go back to way back to with the junior case. Remember the little Puerto Rican boy with the guys they killed him with
Yeah.
a machete?
Yeah.
Not the junior case. No, I'm sorry, not the junior case. The other case with the
The
little
one that
boy.
ran out the school.
Yeah, with the autism.
Yeah.
Mental
They
job.
took her. They took hush money.
They took hush money because I
They
said,
took hush
what
money.
happened? You never heard no more about the little boy. They paid off the mother, the father, and that was it.
That's
Yep.
right.
You heard no more about nothing about that little boy.
And see,
I was even looking for that little boy. I felt so bad.
Right.
When I used to get up early, and I used to get up early in the morning just to look around in Manhattan where I used to work at, trying to see can I find this kid.
and but see, that's kind of dangerous because it's kind of like saying, well, we'll just pay these poor Negroes, and
Exactly.
it's more like saying it's more like giving them an opportunity to do it and keep doing it, and we just pay them off, and we're just gonna keep doing it. You know what I'm
But do
saying?
you
Like,
think? I don't think that they are thinking of that on their own. I think they being convinced to, because the ones that's supposed to fight
Nobody convinced
are
me about my
convincing them to
child.
say take the money and run.
Can't nobody convince me about my child. I'm sorry.
Right, you right. Not me either.
I'm sorry. No. We could start an organization that I'm going to run to prevent something. You could do that, but take your little piece of change. Nah.
No.
You need something like
Running an organization, for this don't happen. Like definitely.
right? Exactly.
Organization.
Exactly.
or some type of law.
We're in an organization. It's called Not Another Child.
Yes, y'all did.
Yeah, we are in that organization.
Right.
I haven't walked in a little while. Sister getting old.
I'm done with you.
But I'm there. If she need me, I'm there. There you go. It's right there. I'm 100% with that organization. Anything she need, I'm there.
For sure.
Yep.
She went far and beyond for her child.
Yeah.
To the White House.
Exactly. What's her name? Reese. What's her last name? Reese.
Or Risa Napa.
Yes. She's a she's a founder of there. Her son got unalive in one of these projects over here in Brooklyn and whatnot. Her oldest son. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot for her, and then so she's been helping ever since. Like, if the parent needs available, she's there.
Children.
Right. Exactly.
So shoes I don't ever want to wear, but she definitely got my support.
Exactly.
All right, guys. We got a couple more minutes.
All right, y'all got 3 minutes.
This was another
But
great
let me give your last what you call it?
commentary.
Yes.
Well, everything went great as usual, getting bigger and better. And conversation is always great, and hopefully we touch or reach somebody out there that needs to hear and listen to something. But the messed up part is, unlike YouTube, you need to download and put the whole thing on YouTube, some type of.
You need to put a piece.
You only get clips here, and getting clip after clip after clip after clip. Sometimes people want to hear like a whole conversation.
Well,
Other than that, we just gotta jump in and hear what they hear and take what they can take and throw the rest away like anything else. But the conversation is always good. That's all I have to say.
Right.
Yeah, we need more conversations like this. I mean, more great topics.
That's what we hear every Thursday at 9
And
p.m.
also, too, guys, to support you. I mean, when you go live, let us know. We'll pop over there.
Right, you gotta send a message because I'm not getting it.
And we can have this same conversation. You got to make sure that your when you go to your notifications on YouTube, you gotta press all to get everything. If it's
Oh,
just
Thank
okay.
you,
for you,
everybody.
Or you
I'm
can
not
text
gonna know.
me. You can text me. Let me know, and then I'll be
Yeah,
there.
we'll send out the text to each other and we'll jump on just to listen. I'm going live on so this,
Thank you, guys.
and we'll be there. We'll jump over there
Thank you,
All right,
Dad.
cool. All right, cool. I
and we
definitely
have
keep
the
you in
same type
mind,
of
definitely.
conversation right on
Right.
over there with you too.
Because I talked about, because my last live, I talked about Elijah Muhammad. So
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that was deep. It was deep. Like, because I don't support Elijah Muhammad, and I gave my
I
reasons
was
why.
ready to say I ain't with that either. Mm-hmm.
I gave my reasons why. So
I hear you. I hear you. Well,
yeah,
whatever
so
you talk about is fine. We just gonna join in
Right.
and
definitely.
and
Thank you.
let us
And
know.
who I gave my hearts to? I
You
didn't give
gave
that
your hearts
100.
to me.
Yeah, I thought I gave 100 also to God too. What the hell
You
happened
got
here?
you gotta tap his
No, I know, but
screen.
this is crazy.
I tried to give some taps away.
No, I did. I think I did. I gave him something up there.
I think you gave it the eyes because eyes got
No, I
200.
gave all three of y'all. I don't,
I
I
no, I
think you
did
gave
get
all
something.
mine was
no,
attention.
you gave the eyes.
No, I gave it to you, and and God too. Let me see.
And I
God
gave
only got
some to
22.
everybody.
Maybe I
Wait.
get
The eyes, I'm telling you.
eyes.
Nah.
Give my 100 back to
Don't be
God.
knocking my numbers.
Give my 100. Give my 100
I
to
only
God,
got
please.
22.
Thank
That's
you.
that. Everybody got over 100.
Uh-huh.
Eyes.
I
Send my
thank
That's
100. Send my
cold.
everyone
100
That's
to God.
cold.
for giving me
You
my
can't,
life,
you
my
can't get,
heart. Thank you so much.
she gotta give it to him.
That's
That's
just
how
something.
much
All right.
my heart is.
Eyes.
I'm trying to tap.
Thank you.
I'm tapping.
You have to tap it. All you do tap on his face and it say gift.
As a
I
I
gift.
send him
did.
100.
You gotta
If
give
you
some as
look
a
through the
gift.
chat, I gave him. Hold
No,
on,
Yeah,
wait.
there you go. Thank
I
you.
gave
There you
eyes.
go,
I mean, I
God. There
gave
it is. You got it.
no, I did that.
Oh,
That
thank
was
you.
from me.
I don't know how to do that.
Thank you.
You
Tap
hit
his
the gift
face.
box at the
Tap
bottom.
his face. And then you see gift. And then you see everything there. Some of that extra 100 that you
You
don't put
probably
for.
ain't never buy none before. Did you buy some gifts? Like you see the gift box at the bottom of your
Yeah,
screen?
that's what I'm doing, and I'm giving it some. Okay, wait. I'm
You
gonna give
gotta
you a
tap your
dinosaur.
screen now in order to get
Dinosaur. I gave him a dinosaur. I think.
No, I
Oh,
want you to
I'll
give
give
him
him
a
a
thank
100.
you.
dinosaur too.
I want you to
one
give
of
him a
those
100
funky
that I
coins.
made mistaken gave you, sister.
Okay, one of those
No,
funky
you didn't
coins.
mistake it.
No, I gave you a total 200. You only bought for
Wait, no.
100.
Wait, I'm trying to do it now. It keeps sending me
But-
to the gifts.
No, but do you have
You
100?
don't have enough coins. That's why
Right, you don't have enough coins probably.
you gotta buy some.
No, I did. Okay, wait, look. I bought coins. I recharged.
How many
Now
you
when I
have?
tap, it's saying dinosaur or roses.
No.
How many
You
coins?
tap on his
How many
face.
coins did you buy?
Like 29, I think.
Oh,
Well,
please.
that ain't nothing. You ain't
Ain't
got enough.
nothing.
I don't
I said
know.
100.
I'm new at this. Look, I'm
That's
giving away
cold.
roses. Is that to Guy or is that to?
That's me.
Girl.
I'm getting them. Oh, thank you
Okay,
so
I'm
much.
getting them.
Oh, I like. Thank
I'm getting
you.
them. I'm getting them.
I'm like, oh, trying to send him the 100 and gave it to that
Uh,
girl there.
she still got more than him. She a hot mess.
He sure is. So anyway, y'all, I thank everybody that came in today, and we should thank you for participating and enjoying this little live. We'll see next Thursday at 9 p.m.
Wait a minute. Let me hit up guy with a few more points.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Thank
doing right now.
you. Oh man, thank y'all so much.
I'm trying to do it. See, look. Hey,
Oh, that's what's up. I got my dinosaur.
there you go.
You got
Thank
Rawr.
you.
okay now. Thank you, thank you. Now I feel better.
All right, there you go.
Now, okay. So with that, good night, y'all.
Good night.
Till the next time.
Later, good
But guy,
night.
when
Next
This is
Thursday, same
you
Eyes,
go
time, same
live,
place.
this is
when you
Mirrors
go live,
of
text me or
Womanhood.
I
Kathy.
will. I'll text. I'll
Okay.
text all three of y'all.
All right,
All
Hi,
right,
you got
Definitely.
YouTube?
Mirrors of Womanhood. Later, guys.
later. Till
Later.
next.
mirrors of sisterhood.
Oh, right. Don't mind me.
All right,
All right,
later. Guys.
later.
Okay.